Who is that?
That guy has a fancy name, but I think I need to pronounce it like this. It's French. El-Masri. He recognized and named hydrogen and oxygen on the periodic table, but he's best known for knowing what oxygen does in combustion.
Wow, okay. And who is this?
That's Daniel Bernoulli.
Oh, that's right. And what is he known for?
His principle explains how airplanes fly. It's because of the shape of the wing. The wing is shaped so that the air flows faster over the top of the wing and slower underneath. It's like the air has a little slide to go down for the airplane.
Yes, and who's this?
That's Galileo.
I love that drink. Okay. Well, it was named after him, I'm sure. Tell me about Galileo.
One of his discoveries was about motion. Something only has to be pushed or pulled if there's a force slowing it down. So if you had a ball on the ground would create friction and the air would create the drag. But if that same ball were up in space, it would keep going without having to be pushed or pulled.
Okay. And who's this right here?
That's Isaac Newton.
Look at his hair. He's got a lot of hair. Tell us about Isaac Newton.
Newton discovered the law of gravity. He even worked out a math version of his discovery to predict how the moon, comets, and planets move.
Wow. Okay. And this is who?
Do you know what's funny? I think that's a picture of Robert Hooke.
You're right. It's not funny. You're absolutely right.
But
what's funny is you know all of this stuff. That's what's funny.
But actually, I really can't say for sure because there isn't an exact portrait that exists.
Oh.
His friend, Isaac Newton, either lost the picture or destroyed it.
I see. So, and he was the first person to do what?
He was the first person known to see actual cells under the microscope after it was invented.
Wow, that's amazing. But we're not sure if that's him or not.
No.
All right.
That's my best guess of what he looks
right.
like. But
well, if anyone watching is related to him, knows him, or sir, if you're watching, please get in touch with us.
why, hello there, Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones is here.
Now let's...
Careful, careful, that's going through. That's a difficult spot there, okay? Tell me some things, like the stapes. Where is it?
The stapes is in the middle of here.
Stapes. I'm not a doctor. She is. The stapes.
The stapes bone is the smallest bone in the body, and it is only 2.8 millimeters long, probably about this big.
Probably about that big. What about the hyoid?
Hyoid bone would probably be right over there.
What does that do?
And it holds your tongue in place and helps with tongue movement and swallowing.
Okay, what about the clavicle?
The clavicle is right there. And of all the bones in the body, of all the bones, that is the one that people fracture the most.
Okay, you know what?
If you're a wrestler, I was wondering if you have fractured your clavicle.
I have not, and a common fracture in sports entertainment in WWE, but I got one more. Tell me about the vertebrae.
The vertebrae are back here, all those guys.
Yeah?
And there are 5 sections of the vertebrae, and to remember them, I made up a song about it.
Let's
Would you
hear
like
the song.
to hear it?
Ready?
Cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum, coccyx. And that makes it easier to remember.
Cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum, coccyx. Yeah. I want to tell you, I think you are absolutely incredible, and thank you very much for being my first interview today. It was wonderful. This is fantastic, and thank you very much for
You're welcome.